Good morning everyone and welcome to the Mathematics Learning Lecture Foundation 3. Okay, so first of all, I want us to have a go at our knowledge test. So in your booklets, can you have a look at this knowledge test? I'm going to give you 4 minutes to have a little go at that. 4 minutes, off you go. Okay, let's have a little look at this together then. Alright, so I'll have a go at this first one. I'm going through all of these today, and then next week I'll put the answers up. So if I'm writing something as a percentage, the first thing that I need to do is I need to write it as a fraction first. So the way I do this, it'd be 60 out of 94, and because it's a percentage, I times by 100, so you write it as a fraction, times by 100. You can use your calculator for this one, because it does say to one decimal place. So for this one here, fraction button first, 60 over 94 and then times by 100 there, like so. So for this one here, it's going to be 63.82. So to one decimal place, that's going to be 63.8. Okay, so for this one here, it's going to be equal to 63.8%. The nth term of a sequence is n minus 1. Work out the 30th term. So with this one here, if I'm trying to find out the 30th term, I need to sub 30 into my nth term, which is this. So I mean, this one isn't as hard as it looks. It's literally just the 30 minus the 1. In this case, my 30th term would be 29. Okay? Now with this one here, we need to add the fractions. However, the problem that I've got is that the denominator is not the same. So we've got to see what 5 and 10 go into. Now, a lot of people just times them in this case, and so they get 50. But actually, 5 goes into 10. So all I need to do is times that left-hand 1 by 2, and that'll give me 6 over 10 minus 3 over 10. And then if I've got 6 tenths, take away 3 tenths, then this is going to be equal to 3 over 10 there, like so. Brilliant. Write this number in standard form. So I'm going to have to try and have a look at how many zeros there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I want to do things in standard form, what I need to do is I need it to be between 1 and 10. So the first thing that I do is I make this number between 1 and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't stop there. 7 jumps. And because that's a big number, it's going to be 4.6 times 10. It's going to be a positive number. And there's 7 jumps, so it's going to be to the power of 7, like so. Brilliant. Translate the shape 5, 1. Now, with translate the shape, what we need to be doing is 5, 1. This is a cross. The top is a cross. And the bottom is up and down. So this means that I need to move 5 right and 1 up. So if I'm going to do that, I basically take each point and I need to move 5 right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 up there. Then I take this point here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 up. Then this point here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 up. And then I'm pretty sure I can see that last one. Let's draw it in so I know I've got it. So there it is. My shape like so. And for this last one here, now this one comes up all the time in foundation for these scatter diagrams. Estimate the arm length of a pupil who is 138. Now the thing with this one, they've actually already drawn your line of best fit. They don't always do that, so usually you'd need to draw your line of best fit. And if I want to have a look at a pupil with an arm who's 138 centimeters tall, then what I need to do is I need to look across at 138, draw a ruler line up, so it's probably going to be there, isn't it, 138. So I go up using my ruler at 138, and then I need to go across here like so. So for my one here, that's going to be equal to around, I think there, that's 78 centimeters. Okay, let's have a little look at those. It is 78, yeah, good. 78 centimeters for the arm length. And there's the rest of those answers, brilliant. Okay, so today we are looking at area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through some questions very quickly, and then we're going to have a go at some here yourself. So the first thing you need to be thinking about is what's the formula for the area of a triangle. So for the area of a triangle, it's base times height all divided by 2. So the one that I'm ignoring in this one is this 8-1 here. Now get these down in your booklet. Do these as examples, and you can have a go at some yourself in a second. So for this one here, my area is equal to the base, which is 10, times by my vertical height, which is 5, all divided by 2. So 10 times by 5 is 50, divided by 2, nice and straightforward, is 25 centimeters squared. Really straightforward for that one. For the area of a rectangle, it's equal to length times by width. So in this one here, it's really straightforward. It's literally just 12 times by the 3, and 12 times by 3 is equal to 36. Again, my units on this are centimeters squared. You should be fine with this, okay? So the area of a rectangle is length times width. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Now, it's the divided by 2 that everybody always forgets. So get those two down there. Okay? Now, this one here is a little bit trickier because this is a trapezium. So first of all, we need to write down the formula for a trapezium. And the formula for a trapezium is a plus b divided by 2 times by h. What you're doing here is you're averaging out the top and the bottom. So this top one here is A, the bottom one here is B, and your vertical height is this length here. So again, the one I'm ignoring is this one here, the 5, because I don't need that slanted line. Very similar to here, where I don't need this slanted A, I only need the base and the vertical height. So, for this one here, and again, get this down in your notes, it's going to be 7 plus 10, all divided by 2, times by the vertical height, which in this case is 4. So let's do that on my calculator. So, fraction button first, 7 plus 10, all divided by 2, then times by 4. Now, a lot of people forget this formula, but it comes up all the time. So in this case here, that's equal to 34 centimetres squared there, like so. Brilliant. Okay, so there's our first 3 done in our book. Okay, so let's have a look at this next one then. Now, this one here is tricky. It's only tricky because we've got to split it up. And we're splitting this up into 2 rectangles. Now, the way I do this, for me, I'd probably split it up down here. And I'd label it rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Now, remember, it's base times by height. Now, the problem is that a lot of people write it, the base is 8 for this rectangle 1, but actually, we need this length here. And this length here is going to be the full length, which is 8. Subtract this part here, which is 3. So actually, the length of this is equal to 5 centimetres. And I already know that the length of this one is 3 centimetres because it's on the top there. So then I can work out the area of these 2 rectangles. So for rectangle 1, it's going to be the 5 times by the 9. So 5 times by 9, which is equal to 45 centimetres squared. So that's for rectangle 1. For rectangle 2, it's going to be, well, it's going to be 3 by 3, isn't it? So 3 times by 3, which is equal to 9 centimetres squared. And if I want the total area, then I need to add these together, which is going to be 45 plus 9, which is 54 centimetres squared. Get that one down as well. Okay? I'll do one more example. Okay? Now this one here is a little bit trickier. And the difference is that we're trying to find out what the base is. Now to do that, what you need to do is you need to write down the formula, substitute in the values you know, and then work backwards. So the formula for the area of a triangle is equal to base times by height divided by 2. Now I know that the area, it says down here, is equal to 21 centimetres. I know that the vertical height is equal to 6 centimetres. So let's put all that in. 21 is equal to my base, which is y, times by my height, which is 6, all divided by 2. So this one here, if I simplify it, is equal to 6y all over 2. Then what I need to do is I need to solve this. So I'm timesing both sides by 2, which gives me that 42 is equal to 6y. And then the last stage, I need to divide by 6. So 42 divided by 6 is equal to 7. So I know that the height of this one here is equal to 7 centimetres. Brilliant. Okay, so what I'm going to say now is pause the video and have a little go at those questions on the back. In a second, I'm going to put the answers up for the questions on the back. Okay, so pause the video now and have a little go at those questions on the back. Okay, so hopefully you've had a go at those questions on the back. on the lecture sheet. Hopefully you've taken a bit of time to have a go at those. I'm going to put the answers up for these now. So let's have a look at the answers for these. So for the solutions, I mean, we've already done some of these, haven't we? So we've got 14 for the triangle and 21 for the rectangle. Quite straightforward for those ones. The next one was one of those trapezium questions. A plus B divided by 2 times by H, and in this case it's equal to 48. Then we had a L shape where we have to split it up, and they split it up across this time, and the answer to that one was 58. And then my last one, so if that's a square, I know it's 8 times by 8. So I know that the area of these are both 64, and then to work out this last one, it's going to be 64 divided by 16, which is equal to 4. And then our very last question is going to be the area of the full square. Take away the area of those triangles in the corner. And if you manage to get to that one, well done. The answer to that one there was 68. Brilliant. So thank you for watching this learning lecture, and I hope you have a lovely